actually quite enjoy playing PvP. As surprising as that may be to some people, I know a lot of people despise PvP, but I actually enjoy playing it because I do play very unorthodox builds, aka bad builds. But that's alright because it's good fun. It is good fun. We don't all need to play like GSL players. It is good to do silly things, aka Nexus first, once in a while, and by once in a while I mean every game. So, pylon at the front here. It's an interesting position. I mean, you can do like an emergency wall off if he needs to, and of course that does allow him to warp in right there at the ramp. But I think most players would put that a little bit back, so you can't like shoot it from the low ground. So, looks like Chrono Boost going down identically for both players, one on the gateway, one on the cybernetics core. And so far, I mean, just looking at the production tab, their warp gates are like exactly in line. They're actually both got a Zealot in production right now, but a Stargate here from Stardust, the Air Force Ace player, of course, going for air, but a Stargate on the other side as well. Exact mirror build here, Stargate on Stargate action, and this could actually be very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a Stargate versus Stargate PvP. I mean, I've seen Stargate PvP before, but usually it's one player going Stargate and the other player, you know, doing the standard gateway stuff or robo stuff. So I kind of know roughly what that looks like, but this is my first time seeing Stargate versus Stargate. I don't know if any SC2 veterans in the chat want to tell me any notable games where this has happened. I'm afraid I'm still inexperienced. I'm still a newbie in terms of well, just StarCraft 2 in general, I guess. But anyway, Phoenix on the way. So we're going to get a close-up shot because apparently watching a Phoenix warp in is very exciting. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. I always get really confused by those zoom-ins. Like, sometimes, they often seem to do it at very random occasions. Like, I can understand doing it in a big battle to make it more exciting, but sometimes they just, like, randomly zoom in. And those are the Phoenixes cross paths in the middle of the map, and Mini's just going to keep going. Stardust is actually going to bring his Phoenix back, which is very interesting. And Mini's actually camping the Stargate here for some reason. I don't really know. He's camping almost as if like that Phoenix was a pair of Scourge, and he's going to like grab the next Phoenix. So 2 Phoenix out for both players now, and 3 gateways as well for Stardust. I'm not sure the gateway count for. Yeah, 3 gateways as well for Mini. So apparently these guys both watched like the same PvP replays or something. And now they're doing the exact same build. I mean, just look at the production tab. The production tab and the unit tabs are like the same for both players. This is so funny. Look, they're both sending a probat at like almost the same time. Wow, this is really interesting. I want to see. I think this might come down to like who expands first. So like one person might, you know, man up a little bit and make a Nexus, and then the other guy will be like a little bit more scared and not make a Nexus. Oh, I think actually this might be the deviation. So a 4th gate for Mini, but there's no 4th gateway here for Stardust. Instead, he is going to make the Nexus. So exactly as I said, his expansion is down. So now, you know, the ball is in Mini's court. It's going to be up to him to, you know, do some damage to punish this faster expansion. Otherwise, he's just going to fall behind. And of course, since he does have the extra gateway, he does have the opportunity to punish this. Although, looks like he sent a probe in there. He went straight to the ramp, though. I don't think he actually got close enough to see the Nexus, or maybe he went in there first and then went to the ramp, and we just didn't see it. I am not sure if he's actually scouted that expansion, but I mean, he should know sooner or later. If he can just like easily poke into the natural with those Phoenix. And wait, what is going on in my chat? What is going on? I don't even know. It's alright. So, looks like Mini gathering up at the bottom of the ramp here, getting ready to move out, but the Phoenix of Stardust. Wait, what was that? Did he just kill like a random critter? I think he did. I'm not sure. Anyway, it looks like Stardust actually is going to back up to the top of his narrow ramp there, deciding he doesn't have enough units actually to defend that wide ramp, and this is going to be problematic. I think he might have to cancel that. Yeah, he is actually going to have to cancel that because, you know, even if he got enough units to try and come down, Mini could actually just force field that ramp and he wouldn't have been able to get down anyway. So that's actually quite unfortunate for Stardust. Now I think he's behind. He had to cancel that Nexus, so those minerals were kind of tied up needlessly. And looks like he's building a bunch of pylons because he also supply blocked. I mean, this is not an ideal position for Stardust. I think maybe he gave up that ramp too easily. I'm not really sure. It's hard to say. I mean, you know, he would have been a little bit behind on units and with Warp Gate, you know, there's no defender's advantage, so I guess he just decided he couldn't hold it. But now Mini's going to expand himself, and he also has Stardust kind of semi-contained in his main base, so that's going to be really nice. Although, of course, with the Phoenix there, he can still move out and do some nice damage. But it looks like Mini just going to pull back here, just content that he forced to cancel on the Nexus and is getting his own one up. And now it's going to be kind of the reverse situation. Now Mini's going to be the one defending, and Stardust is the one who's going to have to punish it. But look at this, Mini already got a Forge. He's already getting a cannon at his front. That's going to work wonders in defending. But it looks like we might have an air battle here in the middle of the map. It looks like dead even Phoenix counts. I can't tell if anyone has a Phoenix advantage. Stardust actually also apparently missing that pylon at the front of his base. Is he going to lift that? No, he's not going to bother. He must have a lot of energy on his Phoenix by now, though. He can spend one lift on a Proby. Might try and go in and lift the sentries, though. Let's see what he does. Is he going to go for the attack? I think he's going to have to lift the sentries, or he'll just get force fielded out. There are 3 sentries for Mini, I think with a lot of energy. But no, the cannon is going to finish. I think it's going to be very difficult for Stardust to attack. Yeah, Stardust is actually just going to make his own expansion again. But now he's going to be playing from behind. I mean, he's down to Gateway. He doesn't have a Forge. His Nexus is way slower. Like, he's actually behind in so many ways right now. I do like these cannons at the front for Mini to help him defend. And you know, there's not that many ground units anyway. So Stardust is going to pull back and just play it from behind. Let's see if he can catch up. Let's see if he can do some cool mid/late game PvP. Interestingly, neither player has a Robo yet. Seems like really late not to get a Robo in PvP, even having gone for a Stargate opening. It's just kind of unusual, I think, how this game has played out. And it looks like one forward Zealot is going to be pulled back there. I don't know why he warped that in at the front. That was Mini Zealot. Phoenix just flying around. Neither player willing to commit to anything, which is a good idea. I mean, if you've got mirror builds with someone, you gotta be careful where you commit. Oh, looks like we're gonna have a big Phoenix engagement here. We need some support from the ground. It looks like one Stalker trying to come in and get a few shots off. It looks very close, but Mini seems to have the air advantage. Yeah, definitely has the air advantage now. I think that's 8 Phoenix against 5, and he's going to take advantage of that to pick off a couple of probes as well. Mini looking to be in a good position here in the first set of the StarCraft 2 best of 3. And of course, STX does need to take a win in this best of 3 in order to force it to an ace match, or else, well, if they lose best of 3, then they'll lose the whole series. Meanwhile, the Phoenix have come back. I like that cannon in the natural mineral line. I actually want to see if Mini also has a cannon in his main mineral line. I don't know if that's 100% necessary considering he's gone Phoenix himself, but it was just like a safety thing, I think. In the meantime, his ground forces moved out a little bit. Just going back now, he's getting a Twilight Council. Almost said Citadel of Adun there. I was actually thinking to myself, like, what is that thing called? And for some reason, I actually decided on Citadel, which is wrong. Now, why did they change what that thing is called? They should just call it a Citadel. Because it is a Citadel, like... it's a Citadel of Adun. I have declared that building to be a Citadel of Adun. It just sounds so much cooler than Twilight Council. You know, just think about it. Like, Twilight Council, like, there's nothing Protossy about it. Like, there's nothing identified... Like Twilight Council, you can make it, like, you could have that in Age of Empires. But hold that thought, wait a minute, there's going to be a big engagement here. That's not a good idea for Mini. Look at that. He's getting force fielded down at the bottom of his ramp. Or, yeah, at the bottom of the ramp. Oh, man, that was not a good idea. Whoa, Mini, calm down, man, calm down. Anyway, back to my story. Citadel of Adun, like Adun, that's Protoss, man. You know, Antaro Adun. No other race can have that. You know, no other game can have that. But a Twilight Council, you know, you could have that in Command and Conquer. I don't know. You can make a Twilight Council. You can make something else. You know, there's nothing uniquely Protoss about it. But anyway. Anyways, it's like more people complaining about quality, of course. Standard. I'm sorry, Esports TV only gives me 480p VODs. But in the meantime, it's interesting. Now I actually don't know who's ahead, because before that attack, Mini was definitely ahead. And after that attack, I think he might still be a little bit ahead, but I'm not actually sure. Because he didn't actually lose that many units. Like, the force fields actually just walled most of his units out. He only had a couple of units inside that dive. So I think we're okay. And by we, I mean Stardust and Mini. I actually don't know who I mean anymore. Meanwhile, it looks like both players breaking down their rocks that are separating out their third bases. Thinking about taking a third. I think Mini's actually already planted his. I do see something, a blip there on the mini map. Yes, it looks like he does have a Nexus in production, actually. I keep forgetting I can look at this production tab. It's actually quite handy. Anyway, Mini also being active on the map, kind of keeping map control. Stardust very much staying to his own bases. And it looks like one Archon was actually morphed there. Mini actually keeps randomly morphing units at the front and then like forgetting about them. I think he's one of these times he's just going to randomly lose a valuable unit and it's going to be very sad. Interestingly, Templar Archives has finished just using those to make Archons, of course. Storm's really not very effective in, you know, early / mid game / even late game PvP, and so you get like super late game PvP. Then I hear that they become better, but I actually haven't seen like any Storms used in PvPs. Process always just go for the Archons and Colossus mix. It's a little bit sad because like mass storms are really cool to watch. Like in Brewer PvP, you can get some sick storm battles in. But hold that thought. Looks like we're gonna have a big engagement here. He's going in with the Archons. The Archons gonna prevent him from getting force fielded out. But Mini looks like he's actually lost the air engagement this time, and now these Phoenixes can actually start lifting up these ground units to help out. But there's so many Zealots on the ground. There's 3 cannons at the front, but it might not be enough. He needs to lift up more units. I don't know why he's not lifting up more units. He's got like 10 Phoenix there. He's just been mass lifting these Zealots and killing them off. And it looks like, is it going to be enough? He's trying to do the lifting. The Stalkers are coming in, and it looks like the Phoenix are actually going to be what keep him alive here. Going to warp in a few more Zealots to help out. Look at that. Mini just throwing away his entire army and doesn't actually manage to do any economic damage, I guess. It's basically an army trade there, slightly in favor of Stardust. No, looks like an Archon, a couple more Stalkers coming in here, but the thing is, I think Mini's third base is done, and Stardust doesn't have his third even started yet, so even though Stardust managed to survive that, he's just going to be falling further and further behind in this game. Yeah, look at that, the base is already mining, and there's a cannon there as well to stop any light harassment. So Stardust is in some serious trouble now. I actually don't know what he can do because he didn't win that battle by enough to like just do an all-in attack right now. So he has like 7 Phoenix, but his ground army was basically, you know, killed. Oh, he's actually got double Stargate pumping. I didn't notice that there. Okay, so that's why he suddenly had the air advantage, even though Mini had it the whole game. But like double Stargate Phoenix in a PvP, like seriously, that's a little bit weird. I mean, you know, Phoenix are a nice harassment unit, but that's really all they are. They are just a harassment unit. You can't like win a game with just mass Phoenix, I don't think. Can you? Can somebody? I should just call Orb, be like, yo, can you actually win with only Phoenixes in PvP? I'm pretty sure you can't. Oh my god, he's making Void Rays! What on earth? I don't think that's gonna work. I mean, Void Rays are good, but Stardust, dude, no. Okay, I think Stardust is getting a little bit crazy here because Stardust played against what's his face? I think Roro. Yeah, he played against Roro on opening day, and he did this like ridiculous mass Stargate Void Ray, like mass Void Ray carrier mothership build in PvZ, and actually beat Roro with it, and mass cannons as well. And now he's like trying to do it in PvP, but that's like even worse in PvP, I think. That's not good. Watch, he's just gonna go carriers again. Oh man, Stardust trolling hardcore. He is getting his third at least. He's gonna need that though. He's gonna need his third gas to keep up this production. Dem Stargate units is pretty expensive. And by the way, guys, I just want to know, we actually haven't seen a single Colossus this game. Actually, do we even have robos from either player? I don't think I've actually seen a single robo unit this entire game. Guys, we actually have like a 20-minute PvP, and these guys haven't actually made a robotics yet. Like, what on earth is going on? Like, those DTs could just kill everything. There's like 1 cannon in each base. He should just run those DTs into the main base. Oh wait, no, sorry, those are Stardust DTs. Yeah, he should just like run those all 3 into 1 expansion, kill the cannon, and just like kill everything. But looks like we have a big ground attack going into Stardust third. He's warping in his own DTs though. DTs. Or wait, sorry, no, he's the only one that has DTs. And yeah, here he goes. He's going in. He's trying to focus down the cannon. Will the cannon go down? I don't even know because we're not looking at that screen anymore. Oh no, it looks like the DTs actually got targeted down, so it didn't even matter. And that is a big ass Protoss army moving into Stardust Natural. Where are his Void Rays? What is Void Rays doing? Oh, he's gonna try and just use the DTs first. But oh no, he's gonna counterattack with the Void Rays. Dude, Stardust, what are you... Alright, Stardust is lost. Like, his DTs are actually gonna keep his base alive, and wait a minute! The Robo is only just starting. If those Void Rays can actually move in and pick off the cannons, he's gonna start targeting down the Robo. And yeah, look at this. Mini decides he actually is just gonna go and counterattack, even with the DTs attacking his army. I think Stardust made a mistake there. He should have held position one DT on his ramp so that the Archons couldn't get in. The Zealots either. But oh no, the Void Rays getting picked off by the Blink Stalkers. Void Rays is not very good in those low numbers. But that is like. Oh, well, he's going to have some more DTs attacking his third base. But he's just killing all the expansions. Like, he's killed the Natural of Stardust, he's killing the third base now, he's just massing cannons. And his Robo's going up, so... I mean, you know... DTs are nice, but they're just not going to work. So, Mini has won the game. Stardust's not going to leave, because he's an Air Force Ace player, and he won't leave until he has a single-digit supply. But, he has lost the game. Oh, never mind. GG! Stardust couldn't take down Mini, and Mini will take the first game for STX in this StarCraft 2 best of 3. STX, of course, does need to take this best of 3 to force it to an ace. Oops. Is that right? Yes. Oh, we got an ad. 1 second.